Now in the previous video, you understood what is a locus, what is a gene, what is an allele. Now this is another note on allele, just in case it comes. So DNA, you know, it is a deoxyribose nucleic acid, right? It's like this, you know, the structure. Structure is like this, right? And then where the allele is, it is on the DNA. Okay, fine. Where is the allele? It's on the DNA. Yeah, okay. Then where is it located? It's on a given locus. Okay, remember I told you, if this is the DNA, no, like simple structure, this where gene A is, that is the locus. Okay, and in the homologous chromosome, this will also be gene A. So this is these are the alleles at their own locus. Okay, so from here, this looks complicated, no, this first line, it looks complicated, but it's nothing but what I explained just now. Okay, an allele is a viable DNA, okay, a part of the DNA which works, so it's viable, and it codes viable DNA coding, okay, which codes for something, and it's present where? At its own position as own locus, on where? On a chromosome. So very easy. An allele is a viable DNA coding that occupies a given locus on a chromosome. Very easy. Okay. Okay, so sometimes, mostly when the gene is coding for something, we term it as the allele. Okay, but sometimes even the genes that don't code for anything, the let's say the junk DNA, like the junk DNA that was there from our ancestors, okay, when we were still apes, no, when we just bipedal, we just learned to be bipedal, where we had genes for hair covering our entire body to protect us from the elements. Those genes are not expressed anymore now, no, because we are Homo sapiens now. We are not Australopithecus or Neanderthals, but that DNA is still there. Okay, it doesn't code for genes anymore, but it's still there in our junk DNA as a backup. Back up your backups. No, they tell you, back up your backups. Okay, so in diploid organisms, okay, every gene has 2 copies in each chromosome. So we will have 2 alleles. Okay, so in diploid organisms, we'll have 2 alleles of each person's genotype. Okay. Okay, here I have just already explained, no, in that previous AU. But here, instead of eye color, it's giving you the example in the botanical sense, where if the gene codes for the petal color, okay, the gene that codes for color is color only. It doesn't care whether the gene is for red color, white color, green color, no idea. It has no clue also, but gene codes for color means it codes for color. It is the allele's job to see which color will express, okay, because the alleles are into whether it is capital A or small a. Now I think you're getting it, no girls? Whether it's capital A or small a, that will determine whether the flower will be capital A for red, small a for white. Let's say R is dominant to R is dominant to small r. Okay, that is, this one is dominant to this. So only the alleles will determine that, okay, that what kind of color will express. So, okay, let me say again. Let's say this is the gene for color, okay. Okay, and this is a gene R. This is also a gene R, okay. But, okay, the gene R for color, it cares only about color. It says it's your job to give the color, you give. But it's the job of the alleles to determine what is the strength of the phenotype. Should it be red? Should it be white? Should it be pink? Should it be something else? So if we say that R is this, capital R is dominant, we will get a red color petal. Okay. So now you see the importance of alleles. They are the ones, the alternative forms of the genes, they are the ones that express the characteristic of the phenotype, okay? Whether it'll be red, white, or colorless, or whatever color, pink, okay? Let's say if they were codominant, if the alleles were like this, it will be pink, no? Okay, in between. If they were codominant, it would have been pink. So you see now the job of the alleles. So I think it's clear. Okay. So the resulting color here of the individual will depend on which allele it possesses for the gene and how the two will interact. Okay. So then we know that, we understand that the allele is the alternative form of a gene that is located at a specific position, that is locus in a specific chromosome. Okay. So we are diploids and we have two pairs of homologous chromosomes, okay, and we have 2 copies of each gene, okay, diploid. Then in triploid they will have 3 copies, in tetraploid they will have 4 copies. Then here again it's about the homozygous. When the 2 copies are identical, it's homozygous, and when the alleles, they have 2 different alleles, they will be heterozygous, okay. So if you're asked to define homozygous, you will say when the alleles of the chromosome are similar, they are homozygous, and when the alleles in the chromosome, in the homologous, yes, that word I forgot to add, when the alleles in the homologous chromosomes are similar, they are homozygous, and when the alleles in the homologous chromosomes are different, they are heterozygous. So that is already from your class 12, you already know. Okay, then about the dominant and recessive, when the dominant phenotype will express, okay, when one of the allele is a dominant, is showing a dominant phenotype, the dominant phenotype will show, okay, and if there is a recessive allele on the chromosome, it will be masked by the dominant allele. Let me say again. When there is a dominant gene in the, when one of the genes in the allele is dominant, it will express its phenotype, okay. When one of the gene is recessive, the allele will not express that phenotype, it will be masked, okay. And then when both the alleles are recessive, okay, then only the phenotype of the recessive gene will express, okay. So there are always exceptions to the rule. One is the incomplete dominance and codominance. I've already shown you last class. And all this incomplete dominance and codominance, I will do a proper video on it now only. After some time, I'll do a proper video in it when I talk to you about multiple alleles. I will just upload this video again.